What's up, NFL fans? It's NFL Nate back again with a special video. This week, we're going to be looking at the top 5 running backs through 10 weeks. A lot of really good running backs through 10 weeks. So, just to make sure that nobody gets mad, these rankings are based on how they've performed this year and especially how they've helped their team this year. So I'm not trying to be biased at all. It's not just about stats. But with that being said, let's hop into it. At number 5, we have Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones just came off a massive game against the Carolina Panthers, and that game probably edged out a few people like James Robinson or Clyde Edwards-Helaire, just because that game was so good. He had a 98-yard rushing touchdown, but he still put up very good production. The TDs aren't there as much, unfortunately, and that's because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers roster is full of crazy talent like Leonard Fournette, LeSean McCoy, and Tom Brady and all those wide receivers. So the touchdowns aren't there, but he's been a very, very good player that's contributed to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' success this year. At number 4, we have Josh Jacobs of the Las Vegas Raiders. He's had 700 rushing yards, almost 150 receiving yards, and 8 TDs. He's been a vocal point of this Raiders offense and has been used in many different ways, especially just pounding the ball. And this has allowed the Raiders to be able to finish off games because of his play and his grit. He finishes off runs really strong. And he's just been a very good pickup. Some people were skeptical when he got drafted of drafting him in the first round, but he's really paid off, and he's had probably is going to be his best year this year. At number 3, we have Derrick Henry. There might be some controversy because Derrick Henry, people say he might need to be ranked higher, but in reality, Derrick Henry has some super good games where he puts up 200 yards and stuff, and then he has some games where he just doesn't do that well. So he's up and down. He's still the best power back in the league. There's still 2 running backs better than him, in my opinion, but through this year, he could still be the best running back if he picks it up in the later half. But through 10 weeks, he's number 3. He's probably the best power back. He can grind it out. When he finishes runs, he's the best run finisher. Josh Jacobs probably right behind him, but he can just truck someone in. He can turn a negative 2-yard loss into a 2-yard gain, which really helps an offense. And so 8 touchdowns. He hasn't been part of the receiving game that much, but that's really not his specialty. So Derrick Henry making another really good year this year, and I'm going to be surprised what he does in the second half of the year because that's where he usually shines. At number 2, we have Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook has been playing lights out the past 4 weeks, and he's helped the Minnesota Vikings win 3 games in a row. He had a 4-touchdown performance against Green Bay, over 200 total yards, and then he did again against Detroit. He's just been playing so well. You can see the touchdowns right there. 13 total touchdowns. That is super good through 10 games. He's the leading rusher right now in the NFL, and he's contributed in the receiving game. So he's been playing lights out, but I still think there's one person better than him, and that is Alvin Kamara. The reason I put Alvin Kamara above Dalvin Cook is I feel like Dalvin Cook is part of an offense that has many other weapons, but for the Saints, they've really relied on Alvin Kamara the whole time. Drew Brees has not been playing so well, and Michael Thomas has been out, so Alvin Kamara has really been the front of this Saints offense so far. He has over 1,100 total yards and 11 total TDs, and the plays that he makes, him and Dalvin Cook, they're just like highlight reels every game. They're just insane. So I think he's at number 1. Any of these top 5 could end up being number 1 in the end, but these are rankings right now through 10 games. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, you can check out my last 2 videos. Click right here to subscribe. and comment down below what you guys think. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. See ya.